Hi, this is Augustin Nielsen, Glam from Wigwam. You're listening to and watching CMS TV.
From the 1976 Rising release, it's Rainbow featuring Ronnie James Dio on lead vocal and the noodling maniac Richie Blackmore 47 years ago.
Stop it.
47 years ago.
Stop it.
With Stargazer.
Yeah, good stuff.
Yeah, I know. This is 47 years ago.
Anything with Dio, good.
Are you fucking kidding me?
We're old, dude.
I know. It just fucking sucks, man.
We're old. I mean, you don't feel old when you see all this fucking like Taylor Swift nonsense going around out there? It's like, Jesus Christ.
That's not the part that makes me think about the passages of time. I don't think about Taylor Swift and all this other stuff. I just think about a moment in time when I discovered a certain thing.
Sure.
And it's like, what? That was, well, here, I'll give you a prime example, and I bring this up on the show a lot. So, you know, a lot of our fans, as far as the male viewership, listenership is concerned, a lot of us related to Evel Knievel.
Mm-hmm.
And you go, okay, he jumped, and this was a landmark that happened just a week ago, or a couple of weeks ago, actually, September the 8th, when he attempted to jump not the Grand Canyon, but the Snake River Canyon. That was September the 8th, 1974.
Mm-hmm.
That was 50 years ago.
50 years?
50 years.
Well, Evil's been dead, what, 10?
Well, I think he passed away in 08. So it's been 15 years.
Yeah.
You know, but the thing is that as a kid, when you're looking at that, because that was a big deal, because that's what everybody was talking about. Oh my God, Evel Knievel's going to jump the Snake River Canyon, blah, blah, blah. 50 years ago.
Right.
You know, and you go, Jesus Christ, 50 years ago? Yeah. That seemed like Wide World of Sports stuff like yesterday.
Yeah, but Wide World of Sports was 40 years ago.
Yeah, I know. And again, that's the whole thing. You know, so when I see things like that, or when an album came out, especially something that was kind of a landmark thing that was popular or caught your attention or whatever the case may be, it was just like, wow, that came out, what, 1985?
Yeah.
40 years ago?
Mm-hmm.
Dude,
I still look at stuff from like the early 90s as like new.
Yeah.
And it's fucking 30 years ago.
Yeah, I know. Because I mean, if you think about, since you brought that up, like Limp Bizkit, Korn, what's another one?
Disturbed, all of them 25 years old at this point.
Yeah, and again, I remember, when the Disturbed record came out with what is that goofy song?
Down with the Sickness.
Yeah, Down with the Sickness.
Mm-hmm.
I was a guest on your show, on the metal show.
Yeah.
And you had David Draymond calling into the metal show.
Yeah.
As an interview, and Warlock was kind of taking it as a joke because there was really no scope as to how, again, I don't know how big Disturbed is
pretty big.
He was goofing on him a little bit. And
that's because we booked him. We booked him here in Cleveland, me and Matt.
Yeah, but here's the thing with you and Matt and doing the metal show. Yeah. This is what I remember about the interview, because I was in the studio at, I believe it was MMS.
Mm-hmm.
We were still on MMS at that time. You allowed me to come in and just kind of like do a crossover type show, and I would go promoted your show and you promoted my show and blah, blah, blah. But regardless of that, you guys were interviewing Matt Draymond, and Warlock was sitting there with a book of matches during the show, and he was holding it up to the mic, and he was actually striking matches and making the matches go
Right.
right into the microphone while he was interviewing
Right.
Draymond, because I didn't know who this Disturbed was.
Right.
And it was the whole down with the sickness thing and, whatever. And you guys weren't taking it seriously at all,
No.
because it was just like, it was kind of a joke to you guys.
Yeah. It
And
was something we were doing.
And for me, it was like, I have no idea who this person is,
Yeah.
And it was really early on, obviously, in their career,
Mm-hmm.
but you guys were just kind of goofing on it.
Yeah. That might have been like when we brought him in. It probably was, because that was when we were doing the show trading stuff, where we would send a band to Chicago when I was working with Midwest Beat.
Yes.
Tom Lounges.
Yes.
And we sent a band to Chicago, and then they sent Disturbed back here, I think.
Right. And that was the whole thing. Midwest Beat had a magazine here in Chicago, and you had your Music's Bottom Line, and
Yeah.
I was making the trip back and forth from here to Cleveland, and I was making bundles of Music Bottom Line
Yeah.
here to Chicago, and I was bringing bundles of Midwest Beat back to Cleveland.
Yeah.
Distributed. So I was a mule. I was a mule.
Yeah. You were the print mule.
Yeah. So I was bringing the media from Cleveland here and bringing the media from Chicago back to Cleveland
That's right.
just to be distributed. And it was kind of a crossover thing, because I was making the trip every week anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just picking up bundles of both magazines and bringing it back and forth between the two places.
Right. Mm-hmm. Boy, that seems like that was 30 years ago.
Well, that was 20 years ago.
That seems like it was 100 million years ago.
That was 2003, and now we're in 2023. So that was 20 years ago.
Yeah, that does seem like a long time ago.
Yep. We all kind of contributed to try to make things happen, and it's just kind of helping out everybody where everybody could help out,
Yeah. Yeah, we were one little clique. Like, we had our little clique of people.
Yeah, but
Everybody helped.
It was kind of interesting that you struck up a friendship or relationship with Tom Lounges.
Yeah.
Because he's still in the area. I don't think he opened up a vinyl store.
Okay.
Here, not too far from here. I don't know if it's still open or not, but he basically opened up a vinyl store and was offering up for sale all the vinyls he had received over his decades of doing his shit
Right.
in his store.
Okay.
So he had a bunch of shit. And again, I don't know if he's still doing it or not. I got to look into that a little bit, but he opened up an actual physical brick and mortar store.
Okay.
Where he was offering up vinyls and
Nice.
collectibles and all kinds of stuff. But, again, a guy like you and myself and Tom and, you just pick up a lot of shit over decades.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I know. I give it away like crazy. I can't get rid of it. You seem to put it all into fucking frames and put it up.
Well, it depends on what it is. I mean, I don't keep every single thing, but if it's a favorite of mine, I'll keep it, I'll frame it, and I'll put it on the wall or something. But, with promotional products and things, going back to the interview that we had earlier tonight with Charlie Kendall and Ron Keel showing us his vinyl of Metal Shop,
right,
pressed on album, and having an original album of Metal Shop, the Metal Shop show, that, obviously I was not aware that that's how it was distributed to the radio stations.
Yeah, back in the day.
Yeah, you would think that they would have sent a tape, but to think that they were playing Metal Shop on a turntable.
Yeah.
We're going to play Metal Shop tonight on the whatever radio station.
Yeah.
We're going to play it on a turntable.
Damn it, it's skipping.
I would have never known that. I never heard any record noise. Did you?
Okay. No. Quick, who's got a penny to put on top of it to make it stop skipping?
Right. That's crazy. I had no idea.
Yeah, I vaguely remember seeing. I never played them on commercial radio. I mean, by that time we did a lot of carts though.
Yeah, carts is different, but it was kind of like an 8-track almost.
Yeah,
but to distribute the show
albums,
on a vinyl and you play it on a turntable, that's crazy.
Yeah, well, I do remember too. That was another thing that they used to do with the they would press singles onto an album instead of a 45. Because a lot of the radio stations didn't play 45, they only played 33.
Okay.
So they would press them as albums. I had a couple of those because I know the one that I had that I remember distinctly having was Loudness, Crazy Nights.
Okay.
Because I got it at CMJ and it was like a radio copy. And it said right on it, for radio use only.
Sure.
And it was a full album, but it only had the one song on one side and nothing on the other side.
So it was like a 7-inch single.
But it was a full album sized.
That's what I'm saying. It's 7-inch. They call it a 7-inch.
Yeah, it was, but it was only one side. The other side was blank.
Right.
It was pretty interesting. I should have kept it. I'm sure my ex probably smashed it.
Of course. It's the devil's music.
It was.
It was the devil's music, man.
The devil comes out of China.
Exactly. So funny. Well, do you have anything in particular?
No, let's just do whatever you got. We'll do one, maybe two, and we'll get the fuck out of here.
All right. Well, I never give this guy enough credit because he sends this to me every single week.
Okay.
But I get an email from Brian Bauman. He sends me a whole list of topics every week.
Okay.
And sometimes I get to them, sometimes I don't.
Sure.
And let's see here. I'm going to look at this real quick.
I know you sent me a video. Do you want to do that?
Yeah, let's do that. Here's one of the things that is just bizarre. And you got this video.
I got it.
So in Houston, Texas, at a Jack in the Box. I know the Jack in the Box is not a thing that's on the East Coast, but
right.
When I lived in California, Jack in the Box is a fast food joint that is
better than McDonald's
for the most part.
It's not great, but it's better than McDonald's.
And at least when I lived in California, it was open 24 hours.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And basically it catered to the drunk people.
Right.
Who needed something to eat at 3:00 in the morning.
Sure. It was kind of what Taco Bell is here now.
Yeah, well, yeah, but on the West Coast, Del Taco.
Well, what I mean is the only thing that's open at 3 a.m. around here is Taco Bell.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So Jack in the Box, we used to refer to it as Jack in the Crack.
Right.
Because it's open all the time.
Sure.
So this Jack in the Box employee, and this is the whole thing about the current state of lawlessness in this country.
Yeah.
Since this whole George, and I'm glad we're not on YouTube because this would get us banned. But since this whole George Floyd, Black Lives Matter, blah, 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 this has emboldened a certain demographic in our community to
Swedes?
Yeah, that's exactly it. To just basically possess firearms.
Yeah.
And just open fire on anybody who they don't like or they feel disrespected them. So in Houston, Texas, a Jack in the Crack employee got into an altercation with a customer at the window over curly fries.
I can see why.
Curly fries.
Damn right.
And she just whips out a gun and just starts shooting at the vehicle over an argument about curly fries.
As it should be.
And here's the rub. This person of special interest,
Swedish descent?
Exactly. Got off with a misdemeanor.
For shooting, really?
A misdemeanor, not attempted murder, not a felony, just you kind of lost your temper, whipped out a gun and just started shooting at a vehicle out of a drive-through window.
Well, to get a real felony, you have to visit the White House or visit the Capitol and be let in and sit at a desk.
Right, exactly.
That's the crimes.
Right, exactly. So this is a video of a Jack in the Crack employee whipping out a gun and just shooting at a customer because they got into a argument about curly fries.
That's right. All right, let's check it out.
A dispute over curly fries led to this, a shooting at a Houston fast food drive-thru. It was all caught on camera. Can you imagine? The driver complained his order was missing the fries. Well, you can see an employee toss ice at the customer, then grabs a gun and fires. No one was hurt. I mean, this is insane. Now the driver is suing the restaurant for negligence, and this person was charged with deadly conduct.
And only got a misty?
That's it.
New tonight.
You've got to be kidding me.
Let's take a look at that next video there.
All right, hold on.
They give you any more detail.
All right, let's see. Pull it back up here. I don't understand how it... Man, you can get a misdemeanor if you shoot your gun outside.
Yeah, I know, but, Black Lives Matter.
Guess so.
Swedish
lives matter.
George Floyd matters.
Swedish lives matter, Neeley.
Right, of course.
New tonight. Shot at over an argument about curly fries. That's the allegation in a lawsuit filed against Jack in the Box and an employee. The shooting happened in 2021. The attorney for the family who was just shot at just released a shocking video. ABC 13's Jessica Willie is live at the restaurant.
Good thing she was wearing a mask.
Jessica.
Yeah, no kidding. What is this lady wearing? What Amish community did she escape from?
She's a Puritan.
Jesus.
She's Esther Prynne.
Fresh off her horse, here's Emily Sue. Fuck out of, what is that? What a look.
Wow. All she's missing is the bonnet.
That's it. She might have taken it off just to do this news story.
Holy shit.
Could you push the cart back off the screen, please? Good Lord.
I mean, I can't quite tell, but she's got a good rack.
She's got a good rack. I could just see her now. Jebediah, pull the rack back. Don't want the horses to be in the video.
She's definitely got a Puritan dress on. Holy shit.
That is Amish looking.
She's old order.
Jesus Christ. What do you think that dress is made out of? Wool? That thing's got an itch.
Wow. Okay.
Glad we went to this video.
You picked that out immediately. It's just like she's got the puffy sleeves going on and the high neckline, and holy shit.
She looks like she could date Bubba from Red Rain.
Wow.
I know everybody won't get that joke, but when I send it to Sammy, he will.
Man.
Ooh.
All right.
All right. See what
the hot shot over curly fries.
Yeah, let's see what Jebediah's wife has to say here.
She's got the short and curlies going on too, I guarantee it.
I'll bet she does. Probably not that short. It's probably like a fucking pile of dead tarantulas. All right, here we go.
All right.
Eric, attorney Randall Callanan has scheduled a news conference for tomorrow morning here at the Jack in the Box.
All right, maybe I'm an asshole here, but put your fucking phone away. You're doing a news story. You can't put your phone away for 1 fucking minute?
She can't hold her mic up to where we can hear her.
Yeah. Why? Because she's dancing that dumb phone around.
Oh, my God.
Put your fucking phone away, you Amish cunt.
I guess you don't have to be a professional being a broadcast media these days.
At least in whatever town this is.
Oh, this is Houston, Texas.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah.
Jeez. Didn't know they had the Amish in Houston.
Wow, I didn't either. I thought this was only in Napanee, Indiana. Newcastle, Pennsylvania.
That's right.
Wow.
All right, let's go back to this fucking person. Here we go.
Bush Airport. He tells me he recently got this video through a discovery request. The employee has already served her sentence, but in a lawsuit filed by that family from Florida, they say they want to still hold the restaurant accountable. The order, a number 2 with curly fries.
Well, stop.
Why are we looking at the order?
No. Why is this being videoed to begin with?
What?
Driving up to a drive-thru. Who's running recording driving up to a drive-thru?
No. The video was from inside the store.
No. Look at this. This is the car pulling up to the restaurant.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah. Is this? Why is there video of a car pulling up to a restaurant from inside the car?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's bizarre.
Let's see.
Her mother and her 6-year-old daughter landed in Houston. The father picked them up, placed the order at this Jack in the Box on JFK Boulevard near Bush Airport. 15 minutes later, they were speeding out of the drive-thru, trying to avoid gunfire. In just released video, employee Alania Ford seems agitated with customers.
Alania Ford?
Alania Ford.
White woman, right? I can't tell exactly.
Yeah, Swedish.
Swedish woman? Ah, I see. All right.
Customer Anthony Ramos. He is in the driver's seat. According to a lawsuit, his pregnant wife is in the passenger seat and their 6-year-old daughter is in the back. They paid $12.99 for a combo, the lawsuit says, but didn't get the curly fries they ordered. Not even halfway into the dispute, the video shows Ford ready a gun. Minutes later, and with another employee, she throws ice and condiments through the window before firing at least twice at the family. Ford was initially charged with aggravated assault with a deadly weapon, but pleaded guilty to a lesser charge of deadly conduct, got 1 year deferred adjudication, and completed it, court records show, in June. The family from Florida filed the lawsuit after the guilty plea, claiming Jack in the Box was negligent for not keeping customers safe from potentially dangerous employees.
All right, what do you think on this one? The guy should get paid.
Why isn't this attempted murder?
That I agree with that too.
Why is this not attempted murder?
I agree. I definitely agree. This should be attempted murder.
This? Bring your gun to work day?
Well, I mean, she's obviously fired from Jack in the Box.
I understand, but why is she whipping out a gun at the drive-thru window?
Because she's fucking mentally crazy like everybody else that works at Jack in the Box.
Is that what it is?
Yes.
It's not a certain demographic that just has no value for life.
Well, it could be that, but I think it's just idiocy along with mental illness. People in the chat room are saying this is fake. How is this fake? It's ABC 13.
It's not fake. It happened.
This is from ABC TV, Channel 13 in Houston. We're not not faking this.
This is a video that was recorded on a company surveillance camera.
Yeah.
This isn't fake.
And this story's been out there on like every news site, so it's a legitimate story.
I mean, this employee just whipped out a gun and just started shooting at a customer because she had a dispute with them.
Then they had to have an Amish lady tell us about it. It's fucking crazy.
All right. Well, let's see if the Amish lady has anything more to add.
All right.
In its original answer, Jack in the Box denied all allegations, writing they have no control over or legal responsibility for a third party like Ford.
What?
That's fucking bullshit.
She
works there.
She's employed by you. Well, we don't know what she's doing while she's on duty. Jesus Christ. Why are you less accountable for what she does on duty?
That's lawyer speak for we're fucked.
Yeah.
The lawyers know they're fucked, so they're just reaching for anything, trying to get a settlement. That's what they're trying to do, is settle this down, don't you think?
Well, again, I'm glad she was wearing a mask during this whole time.
Well, that's good.
She was staying safe. She wasn't keeping anybody else safe, but she was safe from the the pandemic.
Well, COVID more dangerous than bullets, apparently.
Right. She was staying safe from the coof.
Yeah, thank God. Thank God she didn't get COVID by throwing those fries at that couple.
We're shooting that hot lead.
That's right.
Sending that hot lead down the range.
That might have given her some kind of infected air to breathe in or something coming off that gun. Oof, what an idiot. Jesus Christ. Son of a bitch.
Son of a bitch. That has become a theme over the last few weeks. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. But,
yeah.
But even our friend Brian has sent this over. He said, he sent over another story about a teacher and furries.
Yeah.
And he said, what the hell is this world coming to? Where has the world gone wrong, as Kumia would say? Jesus Christ, son of a bitch. What the hell are you faggots doing?
That's true. He's not wrong.
And that was from like 12, 13 years ago.
Yeah. All right, let's finish this story, see what this Amish lady has to say.
Also prohibits her from possessing a firearm.
Look at her.
So she didn't even have a legal firearm.
Well, that's the whole thing. They never talk about whether this person was in legal possession of this firearm.
They just said that she wasn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, at least she got a stern talking to by the judge. That's good.
They shook their finger at her and said, "Stop doing that kind of shit."
That's right. I sentence you to not do that again.
The whole question is why do these people have so many illegally owned firearms?
She's protecting herself. She does work at Jack in the Box.
I guess. Jack in the Crack.
Yeah. Ain't no Jack in her box, that's for sure. Yeah. Let's get to the Amish lady.
All right.
The family and their attorney returning to the crime scene for a news conference tomorrow morning. Jessica Willie, ABC 13, Eyewitness News.
Look at her. She just whipped out that gun.
Yeah. Well,
just shooting at the vehicle.
Thank God she's too fat to lean out the window.
It's just like, fuck you, I'm shooting your ass.
If she'd have been svelte enough to lean out the window, that guy would have probably caught a bullet.
Yeah, don't you disrespect me.
Bitch!
Be dropping plates on your ass.
Don't tell me about those fucking curly fries, bitch!
Exactly. I'll teach your fucking ass.
I got some special fries for you, motherfucker!
Exactly.
Jesus.
So there you are.
All right, that's not very nice, Ricky. Come on now. That's not appropriate at all. Jesus. All right. What is going on with you guys? She had thumbs.
She doesn't have opposable thumbs.
She had thumbs, obviously.
Oh my God.
Obviously. All right, foreheady trunk. Is that necessary? It's not Halloween. It's not a spook in the box. It's not Halloween. What's wrong with you? Jesus Christ.
Son of a bitch.
All right, well, there we go.
All right. Well, I sent you one more and we'll wrap up the show.
All right, let me see here. Where's my... I don't have email. Oh, there it is. A mail. Let's see. All right, let's see what we got here. All right, you faggots. 5 minutes of bonus time. Share screen.
All right.
Oh, Jesus. Come on. Come on. You're kidding me with this, right?
No. I'm a teacher by day and a furry by night.
You've got to be fucking kidding me with this.
Nope. A Salt Lake City school teacher is speaking about her true passion, that is being a furry.
Maggie Moogle.
When she's not helping shape the next generation in the classroom, Flint,
Look at this idiot.
who is 22, dresses up in a homemade costume and identifies as a Dutch angel dragon.
A Dutch angel dragon?
Yep. In an interview with Caters on Friday, Flint revealed that she's been hiding her fursona. That's furry persona, I guess.
Ah.
Due to the negativity that surrounds the subculture. Now, why do you think there's a negativity behind it?
Just look at you, idiot. There's why your negativity.
Because you're a fucking idiot. That's why there's a negativity, because people look at you and go, what the fuck?
And they sure don't want you teaching their kids anything.
Right. Jesus Christ.
Son of a bitch.
Furries famously enjoy dressing up as cartoonish animals, sometimes as a sexual fetish, and that's really what it's all about.
That's what everything's all about.
But more often as a fun escape. It's not a fun escape.
Escape.
You just you want to fuck like a beast.
Mm-hmm.
It's estimated that at least 250,000 people in the U.S. identify. And I'm so sick of this whole identify. Well, I identify as a multi-billionaire.
Yeah.
So I'm famously rich. So you need to treat me as such.
That's right.
They
pay me as such.
They identify as furries.
Well, that's good.
I don't talk about it very much, Flint admitted, just because there is unfortunately still a negative connotation. There's a negative connotation because it's mental
illness. Yeah.
It's mental illness. That's the problem.
That's right.
The crafty preschool teacher even makes costumes to follow furries and sells them online for $1,200 a pop.
That's wonderful.
Right. So she's got let me use a current vernacular. She's got a side hustle.
Good for her.
A side hustle.
Yeah. Great.
All right. Well, let me see her dress up as a furry.
Look at this idiot. All right, here we go. Let me turn the sound on. Is she a furry or a Kardashian?
I'm thinking both.
Yeah. Jesus. Aww.
That Google? Wasn't he a fox?
Idiot. What an idiot. Jesus. We're doomed. We are doomed. Yeah.
Jesus Christ. Son of a bitch. What the hell are you faggots doing?
I picked up the hobby in the winter of 2020, but ever since I was 12, I've done cosplay and made costumes. I've always made clothes for myself. My mom taught me how to sew very early on, but I wanted to challenge myself. So online, I was looking around and I saw other people making these things. The teacher said she initially thought furries were really weird and avoided labeling herself as such.
Should have stopped right there.
Right.
Should have stopped right there. Instead, you had to convince yourself that you could be a freak too.
Right. Even though she loved dressing up as an animal. Now that Utah native says she's finally embracing the label, and has found the courage to go public.
Oh, good.
It's so brave.
So bold.
So bold, so brave. I began to reflect on myself and realize I was probably a furry. Because
you mean faggot?
Because I wanted the costumes. So I just drove in and made myself a character because I just wanted to give it a try. And now that I'm here, I just kind of figured out and having a lot of fun doing it.
Great.
So I'm teaching your children, and I'm perverse, and I'm mentally ill, but I'm a teacher, so just deal with it.
You guys will see me in another year in a different story when Judge Aiken returns.
Exactly. So this is the world we live in.
Yeah, it's great.
We have to accept everyone.
Sure do.
Sure.
Oof. Awful.
All right. Well, that's going to wrap up another show.
All right.
We want to thank our friend Ron Keel and our new friend Charlie Kendall of Metal Shop.
That's right.
For being a part of our show tonight. And check out the debut of Metal Shop on RFK Media.
Yep.
And when does that happen? Next Saturday,
Sunday.
Right?
Yeah, Saturday at 7:00 Eastern.
Okay. So if you remember Metal Shop and you like Charlie Kendall, please check it out.
Just remember, you can listen to it on the CMS app. You can listen to it on the KRFK app. Listen to it online, however you listen to your music.
Okay, perfect. All right, it's been a fun show. I appreciate everybody who's tuned in and all that good stuff and send in your emails and requests and yada, yada, yada. We'll be back next Saturday.
Yep.
We'll do this thing all over again, so I will let you take us out of the show with a tune. So
all right.
What should we play?
I'm going to go with Akron band Funnel and their song Uno from the album of the same name. And I know it's on Spotify.
Funnel Uno.
Yep.
All right. All right. Well, we'll play it. We'll get out of here. We'll be back next Saturday. I am going to go see Stephen Piercy and meet up with our good friend Eric Quarantinos next Friday.
Cool.
So we'll see how all that goes. But until next Saturday night, this is Neeley along with my very good friend
Chris Aiken.
We're gone.
Bye, kids.
See ya.